in this team, Raging Potato and Gabby. I mean, RR does kind of count, but he's playing the support role, so we just take him out for now.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, they have the AA.
Kind of count, but he's playing the support role, so we just take him out for
by
now.
the Ice Blast. Nice Stalker being picked up, and Weaver as well, which is a very good hero against both Necro and NA, because the Diffusal pickup can cancel out the Shroud. They don't really have any ways
Weaver
of
as well,
walking
which is a
down
very
the
good
Weavers.
hero against
Weaver
both
has Necro and
free
NA,
roam.
whatever he wants. Obviously, an AA is a very easy kill for the Weaver as well, early to the later stages of the game. But we got the Puck pickup here, which is very good against Weaver. Even if he goes Lincoln Sphere, they can still silence through that with the Puck. And Disruptor now being picked up here, which is a little... I mean, yeah, they needed... I think the best way would have been to pick a support to not reveal too much, which is fine, but I think the Disruptor pick here is a little weird. It's pretty good against the Necro, since he requires to utilize spells and to drag out the fight, and if the Disruptor gets his ultimate on him, they can kind of just burst him down from there on. But now we see BKB heroes being picked up, such as Sven. Once he has a BKB, most of these heroes don't really have much effect to him.
Well, okay, let's talk about the Sven pick. Like, how does Sven do against Weaver in the earlier game? Like, especially when they start to clash head-on. Would you think that Weaver kind of has an edge if he gets the Swarm on the Sven? Like, who contributes more within these team fights? Because I feel like, basically, whoever gets the jump usually tends to win, but Happyfeet have a lot of ways to disengage. Like, if the Sven can't nuke this Weaver down, he just time-lapses out and he just resets, and Sven's just walking around really silly.
Well, they both have their own timings where they're stronger than each other. Sven's a very tempo-based hero. It's kind of like Alchemist in a sense, where once you get the Radiance, you just snowball farm and get out of hand. Where Sven is different in the sense that he just needs 2 to 3 items, which is Blink. Most people go for MOM, like first up with the Sven, into either Echo Saber if they're using free farm, that's the resolution build, Blink into BKB, and then they just constantly fight after the Blink Dagger. Sometimes they even bring the Sven after the Echo Saber because he's so tanky with Echo Saber plus the God Strength, which got buffed, gives you extra strength now. But again, like I said, they both have different timings, so Weaver's a lot stronger earlier because he doesn't necessarily need that many items to be effective. Little items such as just a Blightstone and Aquila sometimes, whereas Sven actually needs at least an Echo Saber with MOM, or just MOM with a Blink to actually get in the fight and pop someone.
And
TA being picked up here, which is a very good hero, because now they have 2 heroes that are very evasive, and they both synergize very well because they can both amplify physical damage, which is the bugs and the TA's melts. They do have Warcry, which kind of phases out a little bit, but still overall pretty fast-paced heroes. They come online before the Sven does, so they can abuse and try to snowball from the very laning phase onwards, which is a very Happyfeet thing, as you saw in the last game. They had the head start, they kind of just controlled the map, went to the enemy jungle, so this might be a similar scenario that we might see from Happyfeet, the same playstyle coming in the 3rd game, which is what worked out in the 2nd game, so why not do something that worked out previously, right?
And I know that you really like this TA pick, but how does Execration play around this now? Because if the Necro does go into the offlane or the Puck, or if you had the choice. Because right now I feel like neither of these heroes can definitely go support. I feel like the core is already decided on the side of Execration, but who has a better time laning against this TA? Do you think it's the Puck? Do you think it's the Necrophos?
Against the TA, right?
Yes.
Well, they both aren't good against TA to begin with. But if I had to pick one, I think it'll be the Necro this game. It makes a lot more sense for the... Because Puck gets absolutely destroyed by TA to begin with. But Puck is a hero that requires a Blink to actually start fights. He just really needs a Blink. But the Necro can stay in the lane, constantly sustain himself with the Death Pulse. He can't really get killed by TA because he can just use a Shroud eventually. But either way, it's going to be a very tough matchup for Necro or Puck against the TA. What has, who would be playing middle in this scenario though, right? Because James played the Puck in game 1 and he played it in the offlane. Sven here, I don't think will be played by James.
Ooh.
Whoa! It's a Sven support then.
To count...
Nice, I like this.
Sven support? Oh my god, by...
Yeah, this is actually very smart. They baited out the the other picks, and Sven's purpose in this game is just to provide Warcry armor against this kind of lineup, and also the reliable stun. So now we have a Brood matchup against the TA, which is extremely good.
And with all the spiders, they break
Sven.
refractions, right? They break the refractions really quickly. This is genius coming up from Execration. I did not see that coming, and I'm pretty sure Happyfeet by any means could not have seen that coming as well. Like, picking the Omni Knight pretty much...
The only hero that can actually play against the Brood this game is the Omni Knight. The only way I can see it is if the Omni Knight gets PMS, plays middle, maybe they put the TA somewhere else, but it's a very unlikely case because TA in safe lane or off lane is just garbage, so... But yeah, TA will have a really hard time against the Brood Mother middle if they decide to put a middle. Smart laning here by Execration. They really surprised them with this Brood pickup and the Sven being an actual support.
Okay. But how does this actually work? Like, who scales quicker in this case? Like, I know Brood Mother's supposed to be winning the TA out here, but how do you siege high ground with this lineup? Like, it feels a bit awkward. Like, I don't even know.
Well, generally with Brood Mother middle, it's not really about going head on to the high ground unless you have an Aegis and you think they can't contest you when you have an Aegis and you go high ground. It's more the fact that you win the early game by just farming a ton. You don't even go for the pushing off the middle tower. You just get every creeper middle, stack up some broodlings, farm ancients, farm jungle, get your Deso under 10 minutes, and then once you have the Deso, you can just go for the kills. Support comes middle to help you, you just 3-shot them with the Brood. And if they can't deal with the Brood Mother, they're gonna have to commit many heroes middle, which means the Necro and the Puck will have a lot of space to do their own thing on the other side of the map. Once they have so much farm, they won't be able to contest the Brood, especially when he has the Deso, MOM, and BKB. They won't be able to fight into it, and that leads into Roshan, early Roshan, and just towers going down very quickly. This is if we're talking about the Matumba Man Brood Mother builds. This is Raging Potato Brood. We don't know if it's the same thing. His item build is actually very different. They don't start with PMS. The Matumba Man build is generally 2 sentries early game. They get a Quelling Blade to contest every sentry placed down in the mid lane. Brood will always have an advantage because he's invisible most of the time, so he can just Quelling Blade the sentry once he places it. But Raging Potato is not going for that build here. It's a very unconventional build, going the PMS here. So let's see how he plays out his Brood.
Indeed, I'm so interested. I'm just really interested to see how this works out because like we don't ever see Brood Mother mid and C that often. Or ever, in fact. But okay, James orbing forward, fight for the rune, getting the stun up. They actually do get the stun onto the Weaver. Do that, the cold feet proc. I like the synergy though with the cold feet and the stun. Yeah, it's actually gonna take a ton of damage. He's really low. They're happy to just burn his region. Oh, the orb connected. That actually maybe could have been a kill. But alright, Raging Potato. Now that you're gonna get a good block and everything, he's gonna actually... I want to see how he does once he gets the 3. I feel that's where the lane becomes hell for Ben-Hur.
Yeah, I mean, they got the lanes going their way. It's going to be a TA versus Brood, which is generally very favored for the Brood Mother. The top lane is just going to be a Puck and then a dual roaming Sven and AA, which, like you said, is a really nice combo with the Cold Feet plus stun. And here we go, Disruptor might be in trouble here. They do ping him out, and here we go.
Should be enough damage. It will be enough damage, and just right click him down. So Lumic,
they will trade
really
strong for it though.
RR. One more
Can he juke this?
Oh yeah, do they have enough mana? No, they do not. If he had a mango, Lumic would have probably gotten like helped them to secure that kill on Yash, and that would have changed the whole balance of this lane. James actually gonna orb out, so he's fine. Yash back into the party. He wants to get the kill to James here. No, just scaring him off a bit. Alright, so 1 for 1. We're starting the fights out early, guys. And Jesse Vash top lane, they actually kill Lumic. Why was he still there? Maybe, you know, he wants a quick trip back to the fountain. But still, this game is interesting. Like, I'm just constantly looking back to the Ben-Hur lane because I want to see like how the spiders just destroy this TA, break the refraction charges, but he has a sentry in place, so he's always going to know where and what direction Raging Potato is coming in from.
Yeah, and this is the thing, since he didn't opt to go for the Matumba Man build, Ben here can abuse this sentry to get the Psy Blades hitting on his Spiderlings, and if he does get a few of them, that's quite a big factor in this lane. He's currently 7 CS to his 14, but there is 2 creeps here, and the Psy Blades, he's trying to get him to cast the Broodlings again.
Ooh, like
Regen pickup though.
Yeah, that was a really convenient rune. And that's gonna help him out. So he's gonna keep the spiders building up, and if he gets maybe one more level in web, he can actually start going for the kill onto Ben-Hur, like play way more aggressive. You can see he's parking the spiders to the left so that he can start to break these refraction charges. And Ben-Hur knows, like, he can't even cross the river. Alright.
Just gonna break the refraction charge straight away.
I'm a refraction. I mean, who cares about sentries, right?
For that.
Who cares about sentries, right? Like, if you're just looking at what direction Ben is facing.
Bottom lane though, Gabby in trouble. They do chase him down. He has got one more death pulse, but the void and the heal will be coming up as well, so he'll be falling down.
Oh, the stun!
Stop it! A nice rotation by Lumic here, saving the Necro.
They actually will get the kill, and Gabby, because he gets the kill, he gets the regen as well. Woo, this hero, this hero.
There. He does end up salving up regardless here, but that was a great rotation there by Lumic.
Man, this hero. Alright, so Raging Potato just gonna jungle up, and Jules, he sees him already, he knows where he is, he's just trying to leech that EXP, he's gonna get a free level 3. Does this mean that the AA actually gets to take the lane a bit? But I don't think he does, otherwise there's so much of a risk. But alright, there goes the Stormbolt Hammer. Body blocks, body blocks. Oh, Raging Potato, his legs weren't fat enough.
The most likely case scenario for Brood is that every time the lane is pushed, he comes to the lane, he covers the lane, he gets the farm, and then he goes back into the jungle. He does the Ancients and rinse and repeat the same process constantly. He does have 4 webs now, so it's going to be a lot easier to do this.
Oh, and as more
the TA has gotten a few Broodlings though, a little too many.
Top lane, they want to try and kill here onto James. Should be a kill with the Swarm. James goes down to Yash. Great glimpse there from Jesse Vash. Meanwhile, Gabby is happy to get level 6 in the bottom lane for free. TA does kind of have a bit of an edge, you know, CS-wise not that far behind in the Broodmother, and this lane is actually still kind of even.
Yeah, that's right. It's mainly because he got a few Broodlings out of the Broodmother before. But nonetheless, the speed from Brood will accelerate in terms of farming.
We'll see how this goes. I'm still waiting for that kill. Like, I just want to see that spider. Oh, look at all the spiders.
Oh my god.
Oh, free gold, free gold.
No.
Oh, that feels good.
Alright, reported.
Ben,
yeah, that's why you need a sentry. You can't let this happen.
Oh, feels good,
and there we
man.
go. Now he finally decided to get one, so that's alright.
I'm not gonna lie, that felt amazing, and because of the observer, they're actually gonna find. Yep, they will find the observer. In bottom lane, they want to try going to Gabby. Jules is there as well. He has the Void Hunter in the night, chasing him down. They have the silence. No, Ghost Shroud with the Purification nuke, and they're gonna just maybe go for a turnaround. Does he have the Reaper Scythe? No, he's still level 5. Scary stuff. But over the top part of the river, they know that Ben-Hur is really low. Oh, that was a close one. So okay, so Ben-Hur will be forced to back all the way off. And now the lane starts to tilt more in balance with the Broodmother like you called, Darcy. And okay, top lane, James, glimpse back. No phase shift. Oh, orb away. Okay, so he's gonna be fine. Lumic TPing in as well. They want to use the shrine together, so maximum efficiency. And Jules picks up himself more bounty runes. Bottom lane again, Gabby getting zoned out very, very hard by Rappy, looking for the Purification nuke. He's not afraid.
I mean, Gabby's farm is still okay, but he's going to get caught again. Here comes the heal. He does have the Reaper Scythe here. He might use it on the Night Stalker.
Oh, they get the kill, the regen.
Here comes the regen. He should be okay.
This
nicely done
is not fair. OS Frog.
And this is why this hero is so strong. He just has so much sustainability on his own. Even 2 heroes. This is Omni and Night Stalker. they have so much aggression, but the main problem is that the Night Stalker doesn't have his silence yet, so you can't really just stop the Necro from utilizing his spells. So that's a big issue for...
Oh, Lumic and
for
RR,
Happyfeet.
they found Ben-Ho, the Cold Feet proc and the Stormbolt Hammer. Where are the spiders? Spiderlings coming in. Ben-Ho, nope, he will not freeze. So he's just gonna go back to taking the mid tower perhaps, or get some chip damage onto it at least.
I really don't like how this Brood is playing this though. So he's allowing this TA to just be as farmed as him, and Broodmother is all about accelerating farm, getting your Desolator at such an insane timing. But as you can see, he's not effectively using his spiders to just farm the jungle. In fact, he's actually behind the TA, which is a really poor case. The TA seems to be going for a... Is it treads? Yeah, he's going for treads right now. He's already got it, in fact, so... This Broodmother needs to really just focus on his own farm right now.
Oh, top lane, they want to jump into Yash. They have the coil already used with the silence as well. Doing his best with time lapse and the Stormbot Hammer. They have enough damage and they actually will kill off Yash. Meanwhile, Gabby looking to try and get one Death Pulse onto Rappies with the Reaper Scythe. He has it off cooldown in 3 seconds. And yeah, I can see what you mean by, you know, the Spider isn't using his spiders as efficiently as you would like. But what can you do? You're so afraid of the Disruptor, the Night Stalker TPing in. You know this is Sentry mid already, so... Like,
yeah, that's the main problem. It's the fact that he didn't opt to go for the standard Broodmother build in the middle lane, which is the 2 sentries. You buy one and you get pulled one by your support, so that the enemy team cannot contest you at middle in terms of sentry game wars. But the fact that he didn't do that allowed the side blades to just constantly hit the broodlings, which allowed the TA
top
to
lane, one more time, will they find Yash? Time lapse out, he doesn't have time lapse, he has a Shikuchi. Lumic actually gonna go out, will he run away? No, Yash with the damage, proving too much. And Gabby starting to pull further and further ahead, and away from Rappy. He's already almost level 9.
Yep. Now it looks like the A will be taking the middle lane. Same with the Night Stalker. It is daytime, so the Night Stalker's use of just effective use is not as much anymore. So he's just going to try and farm up his level 6. Same applies for this AA as well. They have a tome as well coming up soon, so they'll be getting it relatively soon.
Alright, so 4-4, 9 minutes in. This is a bit slower pace compared to what I expected, considering like this is a Broodmother game. He has the Deso completed, so he's going to be starting to siege and open up the map a bit more so they can start to maybe invade the ancient area, but no one's really stopping this TA. Like you said, he's actually not that far behind the Broodmother in terms of net worth, just like maybe 600, 550 gold away, and he's going to have a Deso in good timing as well. And by then he's just going to be farming up the Spiderlings even quicker with a sentry down.
Yep. I mean, the Deso pickup from the Brood is up, but now he needs to make use of it. They can combo a Sven rotation with him and potentially get the kill on the TA, maybe get a tower after the kill if that does happen. Or, here we go, this might be it. Middle lane, getting both. Sven is around. 2.
Oh dear, Lumic. Oh, that's a beautiful stun. And that's actually going to be the kill right there. Oh, right, so Raging Potato with that Deso.
And this will rotate into the tower now. Yep, he's just going to be pushing out the lane, and most likely this tier 1 tower will be falling down. 24 seconds still for the Brute hitter. Does he have any webs? He does have it. They're going to contest the Ancients instead.
Oh, that's great amounts of gold and EXP going the way of Raging Potato and the Sven.
Yep. This will delay the either Blink or Deso pickup from the TA, and also accelerate more Brute's farm. He's got phase boots, I think, already as well. Yep, just purchased. So, a very nice spot now for Execration to keep abusing the Broodmother's farm. They can always farm both jungles with the Brood, their own jungle that is, and now the Ancients are blocked for the Dire, which means the TA's farm will be a lot slower in general. Night Stalker here trying to provide some vision. They do end up blocking the Ancients as well for the Brood, but they will be able to spot that and they'll probably commit another sentry for it.
Can they though? Can they kill Jules? I feel okay. Why isn't he putting a web nearer to the tower though? Like, don't you think that with the Deso they actually have the tools to maybe try and dive this? But Alright, popping the war cry.
Yeah, they definitely can commit for the tower to get a kill, but if they lose the fight and the Broodmother dies, then... Oh, here we go. Middle lane.
With the Stormblood Hammer, there we go. Oh, very nice melt strike to disjoin the stun. Glimpse back. Ooh, panic.
And
they want to farm the spiders.
Hits? No.
I think with one hit, he could actually clear a lot of spiders. And ever since they did increase the bounty, they increased the bounty for each spiderling, right? Like I think it used to be like 8 gold, but now it's like 12.
Yeah, for the very weak ones.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like
but here
much,
we go, 3-man rotation towards the bottom lane. They're trying to find something done. Lumic does censor, and he TP's bottom. Prepare for a counter initiation. Gabby does have the double bracer wand plus raindrop build, so he's so tanky right now. Mid tower does go end up for Raging Potato, but again, it's not really a big deal. They just need to get their own farm right now, Happyfeet, and then get pickoffs once they have those essential items, because the Weaver cannot play against the Brood, and they don't really have the best catch. They do have Glimpse and into a Static Storm, but once the BKB comes up from Raging Potato, that's when it's going to be very tough. So they need to abuse the fact that he's still quite far off it, and top lane here, James, will be going down.
He's died like what 3 times in the lane now. Very careless. Oh no, twice. But still, he's been getting caught out. And okay, top lane, Repel keeping Rappy alive. He has a shrine. Goes Shroud. They want to try and get the kill here with the Reaper Scythe. That would be an Omni Knight kill. That's big. Static Storm comes in from the flank. They find 1. They'll probably find 2. Gabby, hold on. They miss Atos.
As well.
Oh, he wants the Jesse Vash kill. Ooh, can't get in range for the Q.
Meanwhile, middle lane here, Raging Potato doing his thing, just splitting out. And this tower will be extremely low.
Oh, and because he has the Deso, so the tower takes extra damage. That's very good. So 68 Execration. It feels like they haven't accelerated the farm quick enough. Lumic and RR... I don't know, I'm not too convinced yet. I feel like they haven't gotten as many kills as I felt they should have gotten. But okay, now
and seems like Happyfeet is fine with just applying pressure in the bottom lane. Atier will always be lingering around middle because he's the only one who can actually kill the spiderlings at a fast rate without committing so much. He does also have Blink here, but making him constantly play bottom is not ideal either, because that's not really accelerating his farm, and he needs his Deso here. Oh, the Brood gets stunned by the creep, and now he's gonna get targeted.
Dude. But he's gonna try to
kill him.
Yep, with the insatiable hunger. All those hits. Spiders. Oh, it's gonna be enough.
Something. That's a huge kill. They also end up killing a lot of the Broodlings too.
That's 450 gold for 1 kill. And okay, popping the smoke. I'm not sure they saw that. Going straight to the bottom lane. Rappy actually gonna disjoin the stun with the repel. But now they're on the hunt. Happyfeet on the way in. Reaper Scythe. And there we go with the Ice Blast as well. Static Storm onto Lumic. It's a support Sven though. Necrophos trying to do whatever damage he can. They want to kill off Jules. RL doing what he can. Ooh, nice Atos. And actually should be enough damage to kill off Jules. He needs 1 more hit. And Gabby actually will get Jules. Now trying to kill off Yash. And 1 more click. James gets the kill. So 4 for 3 trade. And this is where the fighting starts to accelerate.
Yep. He's going to go for the Radiance build as well, which means he will become a bigger threat in the later stages of the game. Not only do they have to worry about the Brood, who's extremely fat already, but this Gabby Necro as well can be a big threat.
It's also good at burning refraction charges, and not to mention it helps with the miss rate, the miss chance, and that can really screw up Ben-Hur's attacks, since he is looking to burst heroes down. So he's going to get a second Mithril Hammer, and this is where I feel like the big power spike from the TA starts to go up. Let's see if he can get the kills, or maybe even a tower.
Yep. Jules hasn't really found as much as he encountered in previous games, right? He played it, I think, in the first game? Yep, I think so. And this game is a very different scenario. I mean, ganking the Necro early game was tough already, as we saw. The Necro was able to turn it around a few times, but also ganking a Broodmother is extremely hard. So there's just not much room for him to find kills here, which means his farm will be quite slowed down. He won't be able to get that fast solo crest like he did in the previous games. And at the same time, his main, I guess, impact is getting deep wards when it's nighttime, or even just securing good vision with his hero at darkness.
Meanwhile, bottom lane gonna be free tower, not going to Ben-Hur, but at least to the Dire side, and he's gonna get the Mithril Hammer and 800 more gold. Well, Darcy, I don't know. I just feel like the Brood Mother should be accelerating way more in terms of farm and items.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not alone in thinking this, right? Like, I feel like he should be a bit further more ahead, or at least like the TA shouldn't be that far ahead.
In terms of CS, he's not behind. It's just the fact that the TA's got a lot of broodlings. That's the main issue. He shouldn't be on par in CS or even close enough in terms of net worth. So yeah, that's just the main issue. It's the fact that he fed a few broodlings too many.
Going into Lumik in the bottom lane, he's gonna get stunned up, but they have a glimpse back. Static Storm. Oh dear, he messed up. And this could actually cost them. This could cost them quite dearly. But the TP from James is too long. Do we have a coil? Yes, they will break Jesse Vash's TP with the Atos as well. And the Reaper Scythe. Oh my god, he's just a support. Whoa. And the Radiant Courier dies. And the Radiant Courier dies. RR.
Rashawn,
do they know that the Rosh is happening?
By the Brood.
Raging
He's in
Potato.
a bit of a trouble here though.
Oh dear, the Swarm. He can't go up. Actually, hold on. Okay, he turns in.
No detection.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's no detection there.
This is so scary.
Oh, that's so huge. If they had detection, that Brood would have died. And Deso will be up after this creep wave as well for the TA here, which means they can actually pop now their enemy core heroes fairly easily. Roshan being at half HP will be something to really watch out for in both teams' perspective actually, since both of them can do it fairly fast as well.
Alright, so Ben-Hur's going for BKB. I thought he was gonna skip the Deso because I saw he saw a quick buy a BKB up, but okay. Now that Deso's completed Ben-Hur, we're gonna see him start to snowball really
top
hard.
lane.
Oh, James, he got hit by the Ice Blast.
Got a coil soon. If he can pop it, he will die.
Coil? Oh dear, he's actually gonna get out. So Yash, dodging a bullet there, and alright, they want to go into Lumik. Just getting one a casual void up. I like the support Sven. I think this is something which Ninja Boogie was the one who started playing first, right?
Yep, that's right. In the TI-7C regionals. They're actually doing it a lot, and the thing is they picked it fairly early into their draft, which made the enemy team pick specific heroes to counter a Sven carry, but then they just switched it to a support if they felt like they can't play a Sven carry in that game. So this is very similar to what, well, Execration pretty much did that the same way by picking the Brood towards the end, so smart play by Execration here. And it offers quite a bit as a support. I mean, it's not your ideal position 4, there are better position 4s, but he offers the Warcry, which is very good this game, and the Rosh is being taken down very quickly by Happyfeet.
Swarm, Metal, Deso. No way Happyfeet could have contested that. Sorry, Execration could have contested that. So Happyfeet playing some good stuff. But the top tier one is still there. So it's, I don't know, it's very hard. I feel like the map control is just so weird. Like, it's very awkward. Like, you can't really tell who has the edge. Happyfeet are just content to just farm up in their side of the jungle, even though all the tier 1s are gone and the top tier 2. But Execration aren't making use of their map control. Like,
yeah, that's right. Also, the fact that BKB is now currently
bottom
up
lane,
means
look
that
at Jules. Angry River Hastrun with the Solar Crest as well. Can he kill James? He can chase him down. With the Urn as well. Has one more Void. Chasing after him. Using the coil as well.
Oh, he got...
Oh dear.
Blink, blink!
Oh, he's gonna keep on chasing.
Plays.
Void? Oh, he's gonna keep on chasing. He really wants the kill? Never mind. Oh, that was close though.
That was a great play there by James, knowing full extent of the puck abilities. But yeah, anyways, the BKB is currently up for the Broodmother. They do have the Aegis on the TA, which means they'll probably force the tier 2s now with that Aegis, but it doesn't mean Execration will give that away just because they have the Aegis. They do have the BKB, which is a very big factor in this fight, but the main issue is the Omni's ultimate. They need a Diffusal to deal with that, because if not, then they don't deal any damage with their lineup. They do have the Necro, which is decent, but once the TA is repelled, then technically Guardian Angel as well. There's not going to be any damage coming through. And we see some TP rotations here from Happyfeet.
They found Raging Potato and they know he's there. He's going to pop the BKB. He wants to turn around. Ice Blast is going to come in. Can they kill Rappy with the repel? He actually takes a significant amount of damage, but the Guardian Angel will be forced out. So, I don't know. I feel like that was pretty okay.
He made a bit of a misplay there, but he didn't pop his ulti before he masked Madness.
Reaper Scythe. So they do turn around. And actually, I think Execration, wow, they're looking pretty good. And they have the Radiance on Gabby as well. So, are they actually looking to challenge the late game?
I mean, they definitely can take a late game. It really all depends on how they start the fights.
And like you said, Raging Potato
is one of those heroes that can get in.
Yep, and he's going for the Diffusal Blade like you asked. And okay, would you have considered maybe the Diffusal Blade straight instead of the Deso?
No, you have to go Deso because the damage amplification from your Broodlings and just in general your damage is too big.
Look at James. Oh, that damage! Ouch! Yes,
there's no Guardian Angel.
Raging Potato, he's going straight for Rappy. He's going straight for Jules. Raging Potato going straight for Ben-Hur maybe, but the miss rate. He has to turn around the Void. He has to pop the BKB. He's going to keep on right-clicking away. Look at that sick damage, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to be 2-for-1 trade. Ooh, if he had one TA hit there, that could have been a kill. But okay, close call.
They still do have the Aegis here as well, which means they might actually turn this into a push. There's 60 seconds down on the Brood, and that's one of the downsides about playing Brood mid is you're so ahead in terms of gold and XP, mainly because of your talents, that whenever you die, you lose out on so much gold, and you have to just wait out so long. You might as well make a coffee or something.
And also because he's so far ahead, not only of the gold given, like how do you rebound from giving away that much gold? Because next thing you know, Happyfeet, like they almost seem happy to be playing against the Broodmother.
I mean, the laning phase went very good for Happyfeet, a lot better than it should have been. So the fact that the TA was even or close to even in net worth is already a big win. They're happy to trade off if that's the case. But later on in the game, they have a TA in the Weaver core, which is not the best, because they're both physical DPS. There is a Necroforce, which will be very hard to deal with later on into the game. Once he gets Shivers, he's already got the Radiance for that. Mischance as well, there's a Warcry as well by Lumix's Sven, so it's going to be a hard late game fight, just mainly because of all these physical scaling cores.
He's found RR. Why would he glimpse him back? Okay. But no, now the coil comes out. Ice Blast onto the Night Stalker with the Reaper Scythe. Maybe a bit of miscommunication, but Lumix is going to go down to Yash. He has a time lapse, so there's no way they can catch him. And Ben-Hur is just crazy
fast. Get tier 1 here. He's extremely fast. He's got a BKB as well.
He's actually surpassed the Broodmother in terms of net worth. This should never have happened.
Yep.
And now he has a full BKB.
Really tight, Hunter.
Oh wow.
James, one more hit, but he's got Phase and Orb and Blink here as well. Oh, but he can't blink because of the Chikuchi. Time lapses away to safety, and see you later, mate.
Yeah, it's been quite impressive. I mean, beside his Ember laning so far, him as a player, he has really impressed. But okay, Jesse Vash gonna find Gabby with the Rod of Atos. You're not running anywhere, sir. Glimpse back, but he's dead anyways. With the earned charge, oh, Purification to keep him alive, and the repel. What? Yep. Necro's like, I thought I gave you the kill. Oh, that's frustrating right there.
Seems like all of Happyfeet's heroes are rotating towards bottom. They know the Brood's around, but they don't know exactly where. He does have his Diffusal as well now, so he might make a play here on Rappy.
It would be good to bait out the Guardian Angel, considering it's how hard it is to kill him. And if he kills the Omni Knight, or even just baiting out the Guardian Angel is such a big win.
Yep, they're pinging out where the Brood is as well, so they're gonna bait him out.
But they use the scan, so they know that the Execration smoked up, they know that they're on the way, and they're just waiting to set up, like especially the TA still quite far behind. Waiting to see how this goes. Broodmother, they know where the Broody is. And
juicy gold there for the Omni.
Oh
my god,
yes.
more juicy gold.
Yeah, that was like 100 gold.
Oh, Brute tries to break the smokes here. He does succeed in 2 of them. But Lumic now is in position as well to Warcry or just blink stun in. Mastuka goes in.
It's not
Sven will
nighttime.
have to start this fight.
Oh, they're going right in with the stun onto Omni Knight. Omni Knight's dead. And Ben-Hur also looks like he's gonna fall in the Reaper Scythe. No refractions, and that actually may be enough to force some buybacks up for the tier 3 tower. Raging Potato finding a third, which will be Jesse Vash. Tier 2 tower taken out for nothing. Yeah, he's gonna
surely
try and cut the
Brood
creep
gets a nerf after this, this meta patch. It's just ridiculous, his talents, man. 25 XP gain, 20 cooldown reduction, and 70 attack speed. He killed them so quickly that fight. Insane,
they go straight to the back line. They will demolish Jesse Vash. The TA buyback comes out, and they have to try and get something out of here. But the Ruddervator stopping TA in his tracks. Gabby, they have the Diffusal Blades, hopping the Ghost Shroud and the heal, but no, immediately purged off. So that they do get at least something. Raging Potato all the way in the side. It is onto him. Jules, Hunter of the Night maybe? Oh, he doesn't have his Hunter of the Night. Yeah, he still doesn't have nighttime. Oh, yeah. That is so unfortunate. So they only get basically 1 kill and a half. I don't count the support as 1 kill.
2 buyouts though forced. So Ben-Hur and Jesse Vash bought out. Jesse Vash dying as well after he buyout. So that feels bad. That being said, this is what I was saying. It's just so easy for a Brute to take a fight because it's so easy for him to get in and just get 3 hits instantly with Mask of Madness and his talents and in general how much damage he's already got from his own items. So once they get that one fight going their way, either getting a stun. Ooh.
James. Oh, the courier about to die as well. So they get the puck and the free courier kill. Ooh, easy tidbit money.
Yep. But yeah, once the Brute gets in and gets a few hits, once the Necro ulti's on top of that, he's dead instantly. And all they have to do now is kill the TA. TA still doesn't have his BKB because he bought out now. And if he dies now, they can probably just go for another push, either middle or bottom. Bottom's quite low already, so. James being dead though hinders that a little bit. They can't fight for another 25 seconds, so Happyfeet is content with that and starting to play on the enemy side of the map. Maybe even wait for the next Roshan before they force anything grave. And they do need the BKB up on the TAs, so they're happy with just farming a little bit for now.
And okay, let's check the buyback status first. Like buybacks wise, only your Broodmother and your Weaver has buyback, your AA has buyback, and that's about it. Like you said, if they kill the TA, game is over, I feel. So Ben-Hur, they really need to cover him. You can see he's trying to farm up that BKB ASAP.
I mean, if they kill him, especially with the Necro ulti, it will be 100 and probably 10-second timer.
Oh, that's the ideal situation, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Alright,
Roshan to be up in 10 seconds as well now. They do smoke up here to make a play.
We shall see. We shall see. Can they do it? But okay. They smoke up. Can they find the right kills?
Broodmother's not around though here.
Sending the spiders to push out the top lane maybe. But they're waiting. They're waiting. They know that Roshan's gonna be up soon. In fact, it's up right now.
Yeah, ping's out.
Yeah, they're hoping that Happyfeet just walks into them, thinking that Happyfeet might contest the Roshan. But now the haste into Ben-Hur. Oh, Ben-Hur.
This is gonna die so fast. Not only that, but there's a gem now pick up from the Night Stalker. So here we go. He's gonna use his Hunter in the night to scout out for Rosh. And can they get there in time?
Oh no, the coil! Catching two, BKB and the repel. Lumix going down here. Rappy thinking about going back in, but now they pop the Guardian Angel. They need to try and purge it off. Yes, they will purge it off in Rappy, I think. Raging Potato gonna kill Yash ASAP, but that damage. Jules with the Reaper Scythe, not the target you wanted, but Gabby still kept alive. Alright,
he gets the
Radiance miss, Radiance miss, not gonna be enough. Raging Potato, actually hold on, Rappy will finally die. But Raging Potato's all alone. Ben-Hur, those clicks. It's not gonna be enough, and James, this could be the team wipe right here. Blinks out, and they give a free Roshan to Ben-Hur.
Jinx anything here, but
I don't know
if you noticed, but when this Ben blinked in to stun the guy, it was actually on cooldown. I don't think he realized it was on cooldown and stun. But the buyout to get the Aegis.
The fight for the Aegis. He snatches the Aegis, so not the biggest loss. Okay, very nicely done. And Yash in some serious hurt. Doesn't have any more diffuser charges. Looking for some damage. James needs an orb. He has no shrine. And okay, Weaver goes down, but he has buyback. Very, very costly Aegis.
Play there.
He burnt all his diffuser charges for that.
Oh, that's so funny. When the Sven actually blinked in, I'm like, oh man, they're gonna get a double stun here on the TA and the other guy, I think it was the Omni or Night Stalker. But then I checked the stun, I'm like, what the hell? It's on cooldown.
He blinked, he blinked into God Strength, dude. He blinked into God Strength, dude. It's all about asserting dominance. The psychological factor, dude.
Oh yeah? But yeah, that was just a big blunder play by Execration. But at the same time, the Brood bought out, killed the Rosh, got the Rosh, and no harm done here. He's got the Aegis. Fortunately, he grabbed it, actually.
Back. Alright.
They got 30 seconds here without the Weaver. He doesn't have buyout either.
They want to buy time.
They have the Aegis too.
Tier 3 tower actually in some serious hurt. Raging Potato taking a couple of hits in from Ben-Hur. Double damage. Ooh, he wants to burn the Aegis at least.
He wants to go in as well here.
Up.
He's got a BKB up too.
Ben-Hur, he's looking very aggressive. Blinks forward. Takes care of the creep wave instead. Trying to buy time. Taking the safer option instead of dealing. Or trying to, pursue unnecessary kills. So Raging Potato, he's going to have that Assault Cuirass right about now. And that's going to make him increasingly tankier. And helping his team out as well. Happyfeet, if you're them, you have to feel the pressure. Both teams. Buyback status is very questionable. The only people with buyback are your Omni Knight, your Puck, and the Necrophos. So 2 on the side of Radiant and 1 on the Dire. Very, very scary stuff. And a Raging Potato, what's his next item here? Do you feel like besides the upgrade on the Diffusal, like maybe Travels, do you want to go into like, I don't know, Bloodthorn? Do you want to go into a Hex?
I mean, Bloodthorn's usage is not that good anymore because of the BKBs coming out from both the Weaver and the TA. But at the same time, actually, he can't even use it on the Omni as well because he's got Guiding Greaves.
Fortification. And that's going to be a tier 3 tower for free. Look at Broodmother.
Yep. He's
Ooh la la. Trying in for the Deso hit. Actually going to miss. Gabby doesn't really care. The Glimpse back. Actually going to bounce back. Oh, they have a stun. They will get the Weaver. No buyback for 2 minutes.
Well. Yep. That's going to be very hard to find now. BKB's still up on the Broodmother here, so he's not that scared. He does have the Aegis on top of that as well.
Trying to get the hits in. Raging Potato is crazy tanky though. They don't actually care, and Execration somehow doing this.
Warcry goes off, another 20 armor. Yeah, this is 1 racks down already, and there's 90 seconds. They can keep going here. They know there's no buyout as well, because he just bought his item, and also the fact that he hasn't bought out yet means he definitely does not have it.
Hey toss, if they can kill the TA right here. But no, they will actually pop the Aegis over the backline. There's a silence into the Omni Knight who will purge it off with the Greaves. Stun onto the Omni Knight, Ice Blast coming in. They want to make sure to kill the Omni Knight here. But oh, the Shatter! And now they want to try and kill the Necrophos here. Buyback out from the Omni Knight immediately. And Ben-Hur's going to take a lot of hits from Raging Potato who's looking very, very angry. Aegis already popped, don't forget. And Rappy, if he dies here, it will be a dieback! Instant dieback! This could be over for Happyfeet. Jesse Vash also into the grave. Jules to follow him shortly. And there we go, 4 heroes down. And Execration, they have done it. They will play against Mineski in the finals of the PGL Open Sea qualifier. Darcy, what just happened?
Yep, it's just Broodmother things, man. Brood is just a disgusting hero. I mean, he didn't play it as well as he should in terms of micromanaging the Broodlings, but just utilizing the hero, he knew what to do and he played it well, so ended up taking a few good fights, and then you lose a rack straight off the bat. It's just a very hard hero to deal with unless you have the right heroes, but since they expected the Sven to be a carry, and then they switched it up to a support, picked the Broodmother by surprise, and the game from there is just already a very hard downhill fight.
Oh, this game, this was another roller coaster of emotions for me, Darcy. Like, I actually thought Happyfeet could have come back into this because, Ben-Hur was getting so much farm. Look at 454 last hits. Weaver was doing pretty well, like good as well. Like suddenly out of nowhere. Do you think like perhaps instead of the Omni Knight, maybe another pick? Was it a draft issue or was it really just in-game decision making here?
I think this is definitely a draft issue. I mean, the Broodmother being a surprise pick, they already picked their cores, the mid lane and the carry hero, so the flexibility on picking a hero that can deal with the Brood in the early game is non-existent. That being said, like you said, Ben-Hur played really well. The fact that he was actually on par in most part of the game against the Broodmother is really good. Like, not many people can do that. And the main factor, I guess, is the fact that the Broodmother didn't actually get sentries early game to deal with Ben-Hur's sentries himself. That being said, well played for Execration. They will go up against, sorry, who was it again?
Mineski.
Mineski, right?
Which is,
Yeah,
right,
so-
lobby's up right now, so we should be joining the lobby. And alright, so ladies and gentlemen, that was basically our last semi-final concluded. We will have the finals